Training. Training room.
Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist. Been through a lifetime of strife and struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they gon' label me. Put in work, I did my part. They like, cause you got more than
Sagat.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Opts for the throw. Tries to bait him with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. The throw hits, now the fun begins. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Slips the grab. Parries the attack. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Goes for the super art? Savage Tiger Raid hit! Player 2 has completely used all of their drive. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 2 takes up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Does a good job of pushing back. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? They break things off to take a quick breather. Fire type charges forward. Going on the offensive? Player 2 has a slight life lead. Dashes forward. Grabs and throws him away. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. All in with a rush. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The last round. It's now or never. High Tiger's got to try something. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. So, what's next? Tries to knock down with the Tiger shot. Totsugeki 2 to fade. Oh man, this is a scary ring. Both sides getting ready. Both betting it all on the drive rush. They've got about half life left. Links in. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 is on the drive rush. All in with a rush. Putting it all stepping up for the rematch. Hits him with his free flow. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Still slugging it out here. Player one with the life lead. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Knockdown. Reacts fast enough to get the counter. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Will we see a drive impact? Holds out with a... burnout activates. Luminous kick. Player one KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Crunchy tiger knee. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Managing their drive gauge well here can open up a lot of good chances for them later in the round. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Knockdown and grabs and throws them away. Drive rush to keep it going. Max SA gauges. A leg shake. A real test of nerve. Uses the gauge for a super art. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Taking no prisoners. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. They're really being worked over in the corner. Goes for the fireball. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. What are they thinking here? Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Uses the drive rush here to KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player two did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Jumps? Barely blocks the jump in. Throws him. What's next? Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Breaks the block with a throw. A quick breather. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Fully charged tiger uppercut shreds him. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Player one will need connects with the throw. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player one hits him with a stopping bomb. Throws him. Dangerous range here. A real test of nerves here. Forward rush. Player burnout, but they may have a flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open, reads the jump in perfectly. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Crunchy tiger. Player two blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Buff tiger uppercut right in the kisser. Shoot tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. This is gonna hurt. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Goes air to air and takes their turn. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Look at the damage they can pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. Knockdown. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 creates a... Yo, put that away. KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They trade hits. And now... Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Throws them. What's next? Both fighters planning something? Player 2 chases them down. Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a flex jackknife maximum cuts clean through him. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Manages to block it, experiencing burnout. The corner throw ends it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Back throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? All in with a rush. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Oh man, this is a scary range. Links it. Anti-air in the clutch. They push their way out of the corner. Shoots the plasma. A real test of nerve here. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Puts them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that rundown. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Taking stock. Okay, they trade hits. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Got their eye on the air. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Bops them with a target combo. Fist attack! Let loose a tiger candy! Goes for the rush. Not much life difference. Knockdown and tiger knee to the sternum. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Jumps. Goes to the air. They've got the big wall splat into the guard for a KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Opts for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? That's one huge life lead. Is this going where they think perfect? Takes the round without getting touched. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? What's the springs forward with the drive rush? Drive rush to keep it going. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Barely blocks the jump in. Will we see a drive hit? Firecrusher hit! All in with a rush! Were they baiting them into that? Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. No! Critical art now? What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
A new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Get right in there. Knockdown. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Burnout is triggered. Next hit will end the round. Frozen. What's next? Takes a trip. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. From up above. Mixing it up with low tiger shot. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Gets the throw and continues on the offense. They were right to be on guard there. Will we see a drop? Oh, burnout triggered. Both just goes for it at this range. They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck, but execute. Ooh, what a smart throw. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. In there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. High Tiger got to try something. Escapes with the reversal. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Dashes forward. Breaks it. Player 2 needs to wait this out. Face me, knee. Off of me. Player 1 is gonna. This is gonna hurt. Okay, burn out, but they may have a plan here. Target combo into. What are they gonna do? There's a burnout. What a finish! Player 1 a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Spikes! Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Combo with the target combo. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Oh, easy tag. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Gets the jump in. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps in. Player 2 springs forward with a drive rush. High tiger shot to try some. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Lands the back throw. Time to go to work. In there! Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1. Fight.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Sticks the jump in. Charges in with authority. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Gets back into the corner with pressure. This is a huge chance to make it feel it. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Gets him! Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Medium kick hits. They're going for the super art? Savage Tiger Raid hit! That combo, they were right to be on guard there. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. They're backed up into the corner. Going in, a super art? Uses the gauge for a super art. Connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Back into cannon spike. Knocked him out of the air. Rattle it home with a tiger knee. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. This is a critical flatline though. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing. We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Opts for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. All right, player 2 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. All right, what's coming up next? Coming through. Player 1 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Slips the grab. Taking stock. Holds out with the block. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. They break things up. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. High Tiger shot to try something. Jumps, grabs and throws him away. Scrapping it out, drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters have a full super meter. Gets the throw out of the hooligan. Smart aggressive play there. Player throws him. How long can this offensive assault continue? They've got the meter for a drive impact. Fires a Tiger shot. Looking for a chance. Mixing it up with low Tiger shot. Looks like they want to put a new spin on. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Low Tiger charges forward. Okay, here we go. Oh my, Benson on the fireball. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Jump in finds the mark. The throw misses. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Holds out with the block. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much goes for the super art? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Very solid corner switch. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. Player 1 wraps it up with the drive impact. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Was looking for that jump attack. Hopes with a medium kick. Side switch in the corner. Jumps in. Throws him. What's next? Yo, put that away. Quick breather. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Goes for the jump in. What'll happen here? Will we see a drive impact? This is gonna hurt. We're experiencing burnout. Brushes that off and keeps going. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Whiffs the throw. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Low heavy. The jump in catches them. Taking stock. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning that. Experiencing burnout. Heats it up with a combo into super. Player 1 has, just goes for it at the KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Crunchy Tiger knee. High Tiger shot to try something. Checks with a medium kick. They were right to be on guard there. Both fighters planning something? Will we see a drive rush to keep it going? What'll happen here? Scrapping it out.
Spins the catch to let loose a Tiger Candy.
Knockdown and player 2 is dominating KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Tiger needs him.
Perfect execution with the anti-air. Cannon spike.
Excellent block. Merge sets up with the jump in. Target combo into player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Gauge rushes in.
Rattle and hung with a Tiger knee.
Wall flat into the guard frame.
Looking for a judicial uppercut.
Player 2 tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Noticeable life lead is a comeback crowns him from above. Player 2 uses that wall pressure. Player 2 made some. We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Throws him down. What's the play here? Player 2 chases him down. Can't tech the throw? Well-timed corner switch. Taking stock. Where's their KO? Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 creates there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Fully charged Tiger uppercut shreds them.
They've got the meter for a drive. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut.
Smart play with the throw. Misses the grab. Crunchy Tiger hit. Breaks the block with all the throw connects. Drops him hard. Burnout triggered. Back into the corner.
What goes airborne?
Oh, they're going for the super art?
Tiger Cannon!
Will this be enough to kill? What a finish!
Now as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Checks him with the projectile. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Throws him down. Trips him up. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Solid combo. Neither of them willing to back off here. The jump in catches them. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Crunchy tiger knee. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Fires a tiger shot. Had the radar up and running. Tiger's got to try something. Tiger knee to the... Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 1 can build off this lead. What'll happen here? A drive in blinks in. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Backdash to start. Drops him hard. Crunchy tiger knee. Breaks the... All the throw connects. Taking chunks out of each other. Player 1 can't let this... This is gonna hurt. Tiger cannon. Make smart use of the game. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Player 1 is dangerously close to running out of drive. Shoots the plasma. Looking for a hold. Tries to lock down with the top. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Shakes things up with a fireball. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Drive rush. Zoning with a low tiger shot. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Dangerous range here. There's a burnout. What a statement with that fireball. Okay, nobody blink. Yo, critical art now? Oh, boy. Both perfect damage calculations. No doubt about it. It is over. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Looking to break the ankle. Tiger's got to try something. Player 1 chases them down. They're really being worked over in the corner. All right. Side switch with the back throw. Looking for a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Fires off an overdrive. Just moments ago, we saw some very solid pressure against the wall. That's how you close out games. It's so hard to fight back against that. Crunchy tiger knee. Player 1 can't let their drive be rising uppercut. Springs forward with the drive rush. Takes a trip. Breaks the block with a throw. Looking for a chance. A quick breather. Their drive gauges are looking... Oh, burnout triggers. Took him to the corner and reads the jump in perfectly. Going in. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? A super art? Broken blast. Just go for it. Low tiger. Drive rush. Bang, flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Starting off with fireballs right from the nice counter. Player 1 will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in, springs forward with the drive rush. There's a drive impact. Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive arm. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Tries to lock. Absolutely relentless. Huge chance after that wall strike. Looking for a judicial uppercut. Player 1 will hit the drive. Super art to show him what a PhD in Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 1 with the life lead. Gets a chance with that jump in. Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap in. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball.
High Tiger's got to try something.
Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect! Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Challenger!
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Denies the attack and player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The jump in catches them. Player 1 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Shows a medium kick. Quick breather. Still scrapping for control of the space. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge.
They've got the meter for a drive impact.
Player 2 experiencing burnout.
Can they create enough?
Uses the gauge for a super art. Spends 2 for the final push at the end, paid off in spades. When you have a chance to finish things, you gotta take it. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Gets the jump in. Player 2 with the life lead. Backs them into the corner. Not letting that go. Denies the attack and player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Very solid corner position. Life lead opens up. Solid combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Springs forward with the drive rush. They need to repeat it up with a combo into super.
They've got the meter for a drive in there.
Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up?
Traps them in the nexus.
Medium kick.
High Tiger shot to try something.
This may be it. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. With breather, yo, put that away. Player 2 drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning, experiencing burnout. Player 1
In dodge spins the cast. Let loose a Tiger can.
Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. A jump. Punish counter sets the table. That combo finishes it. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Oh, combo! Drops them. Gotta do better than that. Okay, here we go. Shoots the plasma. This is gonna hurt. Taking burnout, but they may have a plan here. Will this be enough to kill? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike.
That was catch as catch can, as you're gonna get in a...
Challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. What's the play here? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Trips him up. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop it. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Burnout is triggered. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. The pressure is so intense here. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Very solid. Yo, put that away. Springs forward with the drive rush. Knockdown and the fighters return to the middle of the stage.
High Tiger shot to try something. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Both drive rush to keep it going. Jumps up, mixing it up with low Tiger shot. Dashes up. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range.
All in with a rush!
Ooh, what a smart blow. Player 2 will look, oh my god, they just choked it up. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Just don't want to finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that football. Tiger knee to the sternum. Player 2 chases them down. Denies the push with a drive reversal. Smart move. No good up high. Player 2 has the life lead. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Throws him. What's next? Takes a trip. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Grabs him. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 1 can't afford this.
Lighting up the skies with Kagero no Mai.
Just goes for it in there. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Decides to and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Brushes that off and keeps going.
A drive impact could end it all here.
Both fighters planning something? Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Going in? Risky up-close scrap still springs forward with a drive rush. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? What's the drive rush?
Dashes out the cage right there.
Still alive? Still alive?
Hanging by a thread. Just need one final.
No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player... What?
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. Low heavy hits. Still slugging it out here. Well-timed command throw there. Alright, what's coming up next? Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Got a ton of damage off that opening. Can they do it again? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Goes for the super art?
Looking to plant him with a pile driver.
Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Oh, talk about overextending. Combo with the target combo. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Smart play with the throw. Player 2 has a slight life lead.
They've got the meter for a drive impact.
Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work.
Fully charged Tiger Uppercut shreds him.
Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. A real knocked them out of the air. They couldn't tech the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Manages to block the jump in attack. Breaks the block with a throw. Shoots the plasma. Still, this is gonna hurt. What now? Quick meet the low.
What's that off?
Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go.
That corner is starting to look scary.
Back into the excellent block. A jump goes to the air. Burns out. They gotta go.
Face, me, knee.
Pumps the brakes on the impact.
Just what they were after.
Player 2
Gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Low heavy. Jump. Target lock and scoop. Player 1 has the life advantage. Oh, whiffs the grab. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn get some. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Tiger knee to the sternum.
Everything up until now. Target locked and scoop. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. From upstairs. Smart play with the throw.
Knockdown and fires a tiger shot. Mixing it up with low tiger shot.
Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Manages to block the...
All in with a rush. Reach out and hug him. No escaping that.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Drops him hard.
Jumps?
Hits up the counter.
This is gonna hurt.
No! This'll break him.
Oh man, this is a scary range.
Big time whip.
Both are...
That's gonna leave him rattled.
A jump?
Reach out and hug him. Flatlines him. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked.
High tiger shot to try something.
The jump in is denied. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Knockdown. Holds out with the block. Player 1 may be just about done this round. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Blows them. What's next? Springs forward with the drive rush. Target locked and scoop. Player 1 can put that away. Going in. Oh, burnout triggered.
Player goes for max damage output with the uppercut. Fires a tiger shot.
They knocked them out of the air. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. They were not clear for takeoff. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Get ready.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Blocks the jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. What are they thinking here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Opts for the throw. Starts off zoning with fireballs. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Does a good job of pushing back. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? What a clutch side kick there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Nice cross-up. Knockdown.
Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal?
Oh, burnout triggered. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Closing moments of KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Player 1 chases them down. Smart play. Player 1 holds the power base. Looking to score some big game. A quick breather. KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. The last round. It's now or never. Gets him with a Euro step. Blocks it.
Betting it all on the drive rush. Denied. He's cool and locks him out.
Ooh, what a smart play.
Both sides getting ready.
Player knocked him out of the air.
Tries to lock down with the tiger shot.
Okay, here we go. This is the time to believe in your abilities. Noticeable life lead. Will this super art do anything?
Big Bad and Beefy Buster Wolf tells them what's good.
They're just gonna go for it.
They are done. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Dashes up. Burnout activates. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Back throw to get the side switch. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Blocks the low heavy. Adds a little super juice into this comp. Well aware of the life in meters. Really good decision making. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Nails the anti-air. Are we going to see some fireworks here?
Raises with power wave.
Can't tech the throw.
Fires a power.
Hits him with a stopping bomb. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. What'll happen here? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Experiencing burnout. Knockdown and a parry? KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Fires a tiger shot. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 needs to switch it up if they want to take it home. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Looking for a hold. Shoots the plasma. Forward rush. A jump in. Ooh, he flanks it.
Totsugeki to the face.
Oh, a burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 1 sets up with the jump in. They've got about half life left. Oh, the throw connects. Oh, here we go. There's a burnout.
Tries to lock down with a tiger shot. Rattle and hump.
Throws him. Player 2 uses their drive gauge.
This is a critical moment.
They pick this side it looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Starts with a jump in. Okay, takes them all the way to the finish. All right. Both fighters are low on drive gauge. They'll want to tread carefully for this part of the fight. Can't tech the throw. Nice tech. Throws a fireball here. Snipes them out the air. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. The jump in catches them.
Fires the tiger shot. Gets carried to the corner.
Oh, burnout triggered.
What'll happen here? Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while.
Going in?
A super arc? That's not gonna hit. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea. Just goes for it at this range. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Life lead is there, but still anyone's game.
Gets tagged by the fireball.
Player one brings it home. Let's see.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Good parry there, and that was a solid anti-air. Still slugging it out here. Decides to go in with the target combo. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent. This is a huge chance to make him feel it. Gets the jump in.
Burnout! Expect the tempo of the...
Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round.
Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them to negate the block.
Nice counter. Still hits them with a stopping block. Jumps in. Barely blocks the jump in. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Time to reassess the situation. Player two drops him hard. Yo, critical art now? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Flatline zone.
Ryu
Ooh,
wins.
I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Round one.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Fires the Tiger Shot.
No good up high. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Experiencing burnout. Recovers from burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player two is gonna have to a super art.
That's the cat, KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Breaks those shit. Will that parry change the momentum of this match? Fully charged Tiger Uppercut shreds him. Fires the Tiger.
Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or beach?
Oh, burnout triggered. Player two goes for max damage output with the uppercut. High Tiger got to try something.
Dashes forward.
Barely blocks the jump in. They were expecting that drive impact. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Escapes with the reversal. Player one will need to play and hit them with a stopping block.
Life lead is there, but still, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not.
Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here?
Can't tech the throw.
Are they trying to slow down the pace with the projectile? Lays on the pressure with the projectile. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. The jump-in is denied. Knockdown. Where is their opening? Ends with a projectile.
Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Combo with the target combo. Parries the jump in to shut it down. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Fires the Tiger. Will we see a drive impact? Barely blocks the jump in. Both fighters just goes for it at this range. Big dip. Burnout Act wraps it up with a decisive combo. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Overdrive Hadouken. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? High Tiger Shot to try something. Both players look for something to work with. Clutch, anti-air. Player one is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. This can lead to some big damage. Amazing and easy. Looking for a hold. Here comes the corner pressure. Okay, here we go. Wall splat into the guard frame. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. They're hurt big time. There's a burnout. What's next? Noticeable life lead. Sets up with the jump in. Oh my God! Rock closes it out. Player one comes.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Decides to go in with the target combo. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Parries the jump in to shut it down. Can't tech the throw. Knockdown. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Attempts to break the stalemate with the springs forward with the drive rush. Goes with a safe drive rush to keep it going. Going in, the impact doesn't do anything. Showing some real tenacity. Time to reassess the situation. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Hits them with a 1-2-3. They were right to be on guard there. Fires off a tiger kick. Big super hard hit. It's on. Jumps in. Handing smart play to stop the opponent there. That corner is starting to look scary. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Players looking for us. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Face, meet, knee. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Charges forward. Going on the offensive. Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. This is gonna hurt. Psycho super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. The super connects. Connects with the throw. What's the drive rush? Player 2 breaks through with the throw. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Still slugging it out here. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Absorbs the attack and fires back. They are battling it out tooth and nail with no one having a clear advantage yet. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some. This stun might mean the end of this KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Peppers them with a psycho blitz. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Still very early in the round. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. A drive impact could end it all here. Super hard on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Goes for max damage output with the uppercut. What'll happen here? High tiger shot to burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Looking for a chance. Connects with the throw. Going drive rush. Sets up with the